Music Persuaders,
programma settimanale
di attualità musicale.
Se ti piace questa puntata,
metti un like adesso.
A te non costa nulla,
ma per noi è molto importante.
Ricordati di iscriverti al canale
e di attivare la campanellina.
La campanellina.
la campanellina.
La campanellina.
La campanellina.
Così non ti perderai nessuna puntata
E sarai sempre sul pezzo
Per quello che riguarda
Il favoloso mondo della musica.
Se ascolti il podcast,
abbonati anche lì.
è ancora più facile.
resta in contatto.
con The Music.
Persuaders.
Amiche persuase e amici persuasi,
Buonasera.
il siparietto, vabbè, non c'è proprio riuscito.
Buonasera Bruno, come stai? Stai bene?
Io sto bene, tu come stai?
Bene, grazie. È migliore di prima, insomma, quello che i miei tempi sono migliori rispetto alla settimana fa, insomma. Assolutamente. Siamo qui in veste registrata, diciamo, giusto? Perché è una puntata speciale questa qui. È una puntata molto molto interessante che andrà ovviamente, come sta andando, in radio live, però correrà poi dopo lunga, nel senso che la puntata è durata molto di più della ora e 25 canonica che è prevista dalla radio, però abbiamo deciso di non farla in 2 puntate, ma di farla in un'unica puntata sola. Quindi tutti voi, nostri grandi followers, ve la seguirete per intero. E parliamo, Bruno, di che cosa parliamo, Bruno?
No, perché abbiamo avuto, grazie a Fra, un'occasione, perché lui ha creato questo gancio, l'occasione di intervistare una band molto interessante che è già stata proposta nella prima stagione di The Music Persuaders, perché a noi piace andare a scoprire quelle che sono le nuove band, giusto Fra?
Sì, Bruno, band sconosciute, come mi dicevi in un fuori onda, no? Come John Peel, no?
Esatto.
Che andava nei pub, mi raccontava che andava nei pub e raccattava persone per poi partecipare alla trasmissione. Quindi,
esatto, i John Peel de no altri, insomma, facciamo.
Esatto, John Peel de no altri, esattamente. Quindi io ti lascerei a te però la presentazione di questo gruppo. Intervista, ragazzi, totalmente in inglese.
Esatto, in inglese, che insomma ce la siamo cavata, si può dire. Quindi sarà tutto in inglese.
Più che dignitosamente.
Dignitosissimamente, esatto. Sarà tutta in inglese. Abbiamo intervistato gli Erotic Secrets of Pompeii, una band veramente meravigliosa, e conoscerla è stato veramente un privilegio. Quindi questa trasmissione oggi è veramente grandiosa. Quindi tenetevi forte.
Sì, guarda, è stato difficilissimo il momento in cui, perché praticamente il frontman si chiama Thomas, il
chitarrista.
uno dei chitarrista e producer si chiama Tom, quindi quello è stato un po' complicato, però è stata super interessante.
E siamo convinti che anche voi, scusa, cioè, sempre in ritardo. Siamo convinti che anche voi alla fine sarete innamorati come noi degli Erotic Secrets of Pompeii.
Totalmente, è del loro primo album che, ricordiamo il titolo, si chiama Mondo Maleficum. Tra l'altro aspettiamo in questi giorni anche la loro visita a Pompei, perché questi ragazzi sono di Bristol, cioè non è che so di Pompei, cioè, quindi, perché se no facevamo in napoletano l'intervista, invece l'abbiamo fatta in inglese. E devo dire che ovviamente ci sono tutte le vostre domande che vi abbiamo chiesto in anticipo e quindi gli abbiamo fatto tutte le vostre domande, hanno risposto a tutto, sono stati deliziosi.
Veramente. Questo è veramente un grandissimo documento che dà lustro alla trasmissione come The Music Persuaders.
E
Quindi
ricordiamo anche gli zii, ricordiamo anche agli Erotic Secrets of Pompeii di ricordarsi degli zii.
Esatto.
Prima
Esatto.
intervista in Italia.
Esatto. Quindi quando diventeranno famosissimi speriamo che si ricordino di zio Fra e zio Bruno.
Come la puntata del 23 ottobre in cui c'è stato il grandissimo Tre Flip che ci ha sorpreso, grandissimo Giuseppe che ci ha sorpreso in una maniera divina, cioè l'abbiamo sentito,
Incredibile.
una dialettica incredibile e un'esperienza per un 23enne assurda. E devo dire che anche questi ragazzi, gli ESOP, per darvi un acronimo, tra l'altro scoprirete anche che su questo acronimo gli abbiamo dato noi una notizia, quindi scoprirete anche questa cosa qua e quindi siamo pronti per lasciarvi alla puntata tutta in inglese.
Esatto, quindi tenetevi forte, preparatevi con il vocabolario o con Google Translate o quello che è, se con l'applicazione, se non riuscite a tradurre, a capire l'inglese, e dopo la sigla partirà l'intervista agli Erotic Secrets of
Pompeii. Buona
Grazie.
visione ragazzi, fateci sapere che cosa ne pensate, noi siamo qui comunque live in background, leggeremo i vostri commenti e vi risponderemo.
Ok,
Forse.
vai con la sigla. Ed eccoci qua, cari amiche e amici, persuase e persuasi. Fra, sei contento? È il tuo momento.
Ma sono super thrilled per dirla in inglese perché poi appunto la trasmissione tra 2 minuti diventerà totalmente in inglese, quindi chi ci capisce bene, chi non ci capisce avrà i sottotitoli in italiano, assolutamente. Perché siamo super thrilled, perché siamo veramente emozionati di aver agganciato e di avere come ospiti questi ospiti super internazionali, ragazzi, direttamente da
Assolutamente.
Bristol.
Bristol, UK, Bristol, UK.
Bristol, UK, nella contea di Bristol, UK. Non lo sappiamo,
Ok.
non lo sappiamo, non lo sappiamo
La
comunque.
contea non ce la ricordiamo. Comunque va detto che tra poco switcheremo sull'inglese, perdonerete il nostro inglese così un po' con un accento italiano, ma sì,
A
ci
me non mi
sta,
sembra
ci
tanto
sta.
male, però insomma,
No. C'è chi
c'è di
dice che
peggio.
insomma, esatto, c'è di peggio. E quindi dopo un breve jingle noi switcheremo in inglese perché abbiamo niente un po' di meno che dillo.
Gli Erotic Secrets of Pompeii, che sono in tour, European Tour, ragazzi, sono in Germania in questo momento mentre faremo l'intervista e stanno per approdare in Italia, a Bologna, dal 18 in poi faranno 7 date addirittura, perché hanno avuto veramente un grandissimo riscontro dall'Italia.
Bene.
Parleremo del loro
Allora,
primo album, Mondo Maleficum.
Mondo
Tenetevi
Ma-
pronti, ragazzi.
dell'ultimo singolo uscito e gli faremo le domande che la community, cioè tutti voi, avete fatto. Quindi è il momento, dopo un piccolo jingle, di far entrare i nostri amici degli Erotic Secrets of Pompeii. Here we go.
Oh, hello.
Ciao.
We were grooving to that intro.
Yeah, we had to move with your button. It's difficult for us. we have seen exercises before the concert.
Yeah. We've got a strict regime of got to stretch, got to keep limber.
The first question is for you guys. How is difficult the life with in tour with Thomas? It's super difficult. Or not?
No comment.
No comment.
We've learned to live with him.
Don't let him drive it.
Don't let him drive. Yeah, don't let him drive.
That's perfect.
Great, guys. Great.
Sorry,
Oh.
all the people. Sorry, all the people for all the three backgrounds. One is in canteen in Germany. In which location you are precisely?
We're near Cologne.
Oh.
Yeah.
In
Near Cologne.
Near Cologne. Okay, near Cologne.
near Cologne. Near Cologne.
Okay. Are you ready to rock and roll Italy? Because you're coming soon. Yeah, right.
We're ready. We're looking forward to it very much so. Yeah.
Okay, great. I suggest that we do a sort of short presentation of the band, if it's possible. Just to let our audience understand who are we talking with, because all of them will know you, but it's another story if you introduce yourselves, right?
Certainly. Okay. So I'm Thomas and I'm the singer.
I'm Tom, I play guitar and synth.
I'm Sean, I play guitar. Jake on drums and percussion.
Louise on bass.
Okay.
No,
thank you so much.
We have the lack of one, the driver. Without the driver, it's impossible.
Okay, here we go.
Is our secret weapon.
Without the driver, it's impossible the tour.
Oh yeah. And he's manager of merch stand and everything. Very, very good.
It's a sort of father, uncle.
Yeah, like an uncle. Yeah, strange uncle from abroad. Yeah.
It's young to be your father. It's better.
Like a cousin. Yeah.
That's cousin. Yeah.
Before we start with the proper interview with the real questions and so on, how is it going? I mean, how is it going, the selling of records, of vinyl? I've seen that in Bandcamp is sold out, one of the two type of vinyls. How is it going with the concert so far? Are you happy or you want more? Obviously,
We're very happy. I mean, we're having a great time.
Yeah.
The first run of the Mondo Maleficum LP sold out just after our last UK tour. We've just got the second run in just in time to come to Italy, which we're looking forward to giving to people.
Limited edition blue vinyl is now. So we did red for the initial run. Now we've got blue. We've started the tour. We played Paris the other night and it was packed house, fantastic, really, really good. And of course, new edition. Louise is now part of the band. She's our newest member, and it's been going great with her. It's really good, and hopefully she's been enjoying herself too.
Yeah, it's much better than
You have start with the start of the tour, is right?
Yeah,
more or less.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's quite one date so far.
Day one, first concert.
Wow.
We've had the first show and then a well-earned break for 3 days, and then the next.
I was going. Do you want to come with us in tour? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, the way you
Welcome on
see-
board.
Yeah, I mean, you filled in like very last minute. Fantastic. Yeah, learn all the songs, spot on.
Very quickly.
Very quick. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Great.
Super nice.
Great.
It is
That's
super
great.
nice. Yeah.
Great. Are you all originally from Bristol, or
Wow.
None of us are from Bristol.
none of you? Okay.
Not originally.
No one in Bristol is from Bristol.
They all congregate at Bristol. They all come to Bristol.
Okay. You're
So we
not
all live in
original
Bristol.
from Bristol.
No, that's it. We all live in Bristol now because it's just a great city of art and culture and music, and creative minds congregate there and find each other as we have.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Myself and Tom are from near Bristol.
Okay.
Not
From the
too
surrounding area. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That
Great.
sounds good.
Now, Bristol is a magic city for music. You have idols now, for instance. You have got
course.
Portishead and all the
Massive
Bristol
Attack.
sound, Massive Attack, and so on. Ronnie Size represent. You got the Sundays in the 90s, but you were not born at that time. I was there, but
I think we're older than we look.
Yeah, it's the screen has made us a little bit younger, I think.
No. Now it's a melancholic time, which is your age. because I'm 51. Bruno is
More than that.
Oh, he's younger. He's younger.
I'm 7. 50
Which is-
7. Okay.
Which is your age?
Yeah. By the way.
Oh,
Okay.
28.
Never mind. Let's
27.
move on.
Well,
Let's move
We're
on.
in our 30s. We're like mid-30s.
No,
Me too. It's okay.
Yeah. Old enough to know that. We're still on tour.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, let's move a little
We
bit.
are
ahead.
we are the wise uncles.
Yeah.
Yes.
The wise uncles.
Wise is already okay. Exaggerating. Uncle's not, but wise is a little bit exaggerating. Okay, guys. So we have introduced the band. So just I will try to put the things a little bit in order. So we have now something like hundreds of questions from our audience. Now we will. No, it's exaggerated. Just joking, by the way. Let's start with the first one. It's by Fra. Fra.
Yeah, the first one is the obvious introduction. Why this name and which connection with Aesopo, that is a Greek writer, because the acronymus of your name is Aesop, and so I can imagine that there is something strictly connected or not. It's only my idea. And Pompeii and Italy. Did you ask for a concert there?
No, we named the band because we wanted to go to Italy. Yeah. So the name comes from, we wanted a name that involved big themes of sex and death. It has history. It's a bit macabre. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and sounds like the novel of a book. That's kind of what we wanted. Aesopo, I've never heard of the Greek writer Aesopo, but we'll be looking into that after this interview. Yeah, that's a nice coincidence.
It's a super coincidence. In fact, I said, no, it's impossible. It's a Greek writer. It's something super boring. And so, but at the same time, it's the acronyms of your name.
I like it.
You could spend it because we are super acculturated, and so
That's it. Yeah. Well, next interview we'll say it's because of Aesopo. Yeah.
Yeah. Next interview with I don't know, with some very good magazine, not our. we could say, yeah, it's Aesop, it's Greek writing.
Exactly, of course. Yeah, we're the cultured ones now. And the second question was, did we ask for a gig in Pompeii? We didn't ask for one in Pompeii.
Like Pink Floyd, for example.
That would have been great. Yeah.
One day.
One day. We are going to visit it though. We're hoping to, on this tour, we're going to pop there for a day. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, but it's super good spot. Super good spot. Very, very, very strange to visit because there is this lava that coming down and overwhelm all the city, and there are all the people that is on escape. Sorry, and they are blocked from the lava that coming down. Is super strange to see.
But there are some erotic secrets in Pompeii, you know it?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, there was the first hotel for prostitutes.
That's right.
At that time, and there are also some decorations which were for being made 2,000 and more years ago. Really advanced in that.
The mosaic menu and things. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. You will enjoy it.
For sure.
Looking forward to it.
The next question you have.
Yeah, it's a compliment to Thomas. Only to Thomas. No. First time that I ever heard your super album, I exclaimed, "Oh, the new band of Mike Patton." Because I said this is Mike Patton, is not another singer. That is the singer of Mr. Bungle. I don't know if you know this band.
Yeah. We know Mike Patton.
Fate No More.
And then I've seen the first time that I've seen after I've heard your album, I went to YouTube and I searched for Pink Cigarette and say, "Oh, this is a super strange video," and could be that is an inspiration for you, or it's something that only in my mind.
It's a very, very kind compliment. Thank you. Mike Patton has always been interesting because he likes to do weird things with his voice and kind of pushes the boundaries of kind of what a normal vocalist would do, and the prettiness of a voice. I know he does a lot of voiceovers for computer games and things as well, doesn't he? Playing zombies and all sorts. So
great performer as well.
Great performer and a weirdo. So we love him. Yeah.
Super weird. There is a connection with you that are super foolish, no? And it's a compliment. No, it's a super compliment for you are the band that all of us will become, because it's your foolish is super super good, super it's a super compliment.
Thank you.
Yeah, Bruno.
Okay, let's move to. Sorry, what is now? The next question is my turn. Yes.
Yeah, I saw you.
Okay.
You could.
Sorry, I was confused.
You could take vacation to read this.
No. I try to make it.
Long.
No, I try to make it simpler. When you're confirmed this interview, I said to myself, "Oh shit! Now I need to investigate," because I wasn't prepared, honestly speaking. Because I remember your record since we have been putting in our transmission in our show. But since then there are tons of other records that came out, so I wasn't deeply into that. So I was listening to the record again 3 more times, and then I was looking for reviews just to understand how it was received from the critics. So just to understand how it was, and I found one in a website which is called Louder Than War. Maybe you know it.
Mm.
And it was really amazing because it said something like, and I have seen the future of rock and roll band or an uber pretentious cult art school anomaly. Erotic Secrets of Pompeii have absorbed everything from the historical of cerebral, dark and strange rock music, but seem outlashingly original somehow. So get Get Baby is the name of the writer, insists that this album is a masterpiece. So I think you would
Also
be
for
happy
me.
with
Also
this.
for me. We are in two.
No, but the next sentence is great, which makes it sound a tad pretentious, but it does pretend to be anything it's not. It is musically a mixture of post-punk, prog rock, baroque indie, pop, classic rock, and punk, but only in terms of no rules, no boundaries. So the question is, do you recognize yourself in this description of the writer, or maybe he's totally wrong?
Yes. Yeah, he gets it. He's got it. That's probably one of the best reviews we've had for the album.
Sorry, you're on mute somehow.
No, you are not mute, but we don't hear.
We haven't heard you. Sorry, can you repeat, please?
Hear us?
Yeah, you.
Yes.
What did we say?
So we're just saying that review is one of the better ones we've had in terms of scope and someone delving in and kind of getting all of the parts. They were talking about like magic and Gnosticism and all these other bits, and so definitely, Get Baby's all right.
Okay, you were saying it's a masterpiece, so
yeah, I mean that's very kind, you know. It's not for us to say, but
you have a lot. Yeah, absolutely. But you have a lot of high votes also from Italy. The Italy reviews in Italian that are super severe normally, and you have very very good reviews and votes. Votes are not important, but the reviews are super good.
Interesting. So because we've seen them, I didn't realize that you're saying those publications can be quite harsh sometimes, quite severe.
Yeah, really, yeah.
Nice.
If you
it's
get,
good, it's good that people are enjoying it and spreading the word. It's nice because it means that we can now go on a tour and people turn up to the shows and.
Okay. Let's go with the next question, and then we will see a video, right? So that we we put a little bit you're on the scene. Let me where is okay. That's my last question. Then I leave it to our community. It's a simple one. So when listening to a new bands like yours, people always try to compare it to some other artists, similar artists. It sounds a little bit like these ones or these ones. Who would you compare yourself to? I mean, which are bands or artists do you consider your main influence in what you do?
Yeah, this has always been a little bit tricky for us because we're all into a lot of different things and we pull from those different references. So depending on what single we've released, we kind of shaped the kind of release around that. So, I mean, for me personally, my biggest inspirations are people like David Bowie and David Byrne from Talking Heads. Kind of the art rock stuff, a lot of the glam bits as well. We can quickly go around the room and say,
yeah, I'm into a lot of singer-songwriters and loads of stuff.
I'm into a lot of the old punk stuff, the Clash, Ramones, and all that era kind of stuff. But also likes of Radiohead, Jack White, bands like that.
Yeah, I think like jazz, samba, hardcore punk, and everything in between.
And your taste is pretty eclectic.
Louise?
Yeah, but I would say I really like the glam rock.
Okay. Yeah, but it's right because you are a blend of different music, of different. It's super right. You are not going to play something that is super strict to a genre. You have a lot of blend, and this is your success for me.
No, thank you. I think we've old enough and ugly enough to have been in the game of making music anyway, not professionally, than just doing it in our bedrooms with other bands throughout the years, that we kind of sticking to any one thing just feels a little bit like stale. And I think we want to push ourselves and explore different things and see where we can go with that.
Super good.
Yeah,
not be burdened by a genre.
But at the same time, there is still a kind of an Aesop sound, you know. So we got the certain guitars and the synths and the drums and things. So although I agree 100%, yeah, there is still like there is something that makes it kind of cohesive. I'd like to think anyway. Maybe not.
Great. Let's have a blend of the Aesop sound, as you mentioned before, with the first video of tonight, which is utterly rudderless. The title is great. So we will get back in 3 minutes and 29 seconds. Let's enjoy the video together. The last phrase. Very nice.
Sensational. We love it. We love it so much.
Just a technical issue before we move on. Tom, if you could make us a favor, because you are a little bit out of focus of the microphone.
No,
Tom,
Tom.
not Thomas. Tom.
Sorry.
Yeah, you are a little bit out of focus of the microphone, so when you speak, we can barely understand what you say. So
Sorry. Okay.
now it's good. Now it's good. Okay. Thank you so much. That video is amazing. It's crazy. Who was the director of it?
The director.
You cry, Tom. No, don't cry, Tom. So, it's super good that you are emotional like this after a lot of time.
So the director is Saul Knight, who has worked on most of our music videos, pretty much all of them. And we met him, he was at university at the time, and we kind of plucked him fresh, and he had these great ideas. We worked with him directly, looking up these ideas, and he made those dreams a reality. And he's become a professional television and media person now, but he comes back and he works with us.
We tell him all of our mad ideas.
Yeah.
And he says, "There's no way we can do that," and then we make him do it.
Or how can we make it? Yeah, so he's great. He's a great part of the team. And that video in particular, we had Mia Phillips working on the makeup as well. Local makeup artist. Did a great job.
Great.
Some of those looks were inspired by Lee Bowery, and there's another artist called Data Vision from LA and we just, we're into art, we're into kind of performance art, we're into a lot of things. We thought we'll kind of fill this with interesting visuals that we think striking and weird and interesting and wonderful. And yeah.
Great. The result is really fantastic. So next time you speak to him, really tell them it's really great.
We'll send them your love. Yeah.
Now I have found the adjectives for foolish. Sane, foolish. Extremely sane. Thanks a lot for your foolish.
That's amazing. Okay, let's move on with the questions from our audience, which is Claudia. And Claudia asked, in the bio section of your website, you mentioned several artists, Salvador Dali, Terry Gilliam, William Blake, etc., belonging to cinema, visual art, poetry, and so on, as a source of inspiration. How important do you think is the contamination among different forms of art in your approach to music?
Very important. Very important. It's getting to you, isn't it? He's going to get a little tissue to wipe his eyes. I think very, very important. We try and create a whole world with our music and our album, tying it all in together with the visuals, with the live show, with what we wear. It's for us, it's like the membrane between the videos and the live stuff and the lyrics and the music is thin, and it all kind of moves between. It's all one and the same thing. We're all big readers. I'm a big fan of like old poetry, things like William Blake, the mystical side. We're all into our art, and we bring it forward, and we'd like to conceptualize music and bring other things into that. Recently, I've sent Jacob a message and said, "Can you come up with a cubist drum beat?" The kind of thing that Flying Eno would do in the studio. Kind of think outside the box of just doing music as music. Let's try.
How does it sound? A cubist
drum beat?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know what it sounds like yet. He's still working on it.
Okay. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out in the next video, right? In the next single.
Yeah, exactly. Listen out for it.
Okay. Great. Let's move to the next question of Claudia. What is it here? No. What was that? Okay, sorry. Claudia asked, in an interview, you said that you all have day jobs because it's not affordable yet to only rely on music for living. I am curious to ask, which are your jobs and how you manage to both keep them and still find time for rehearsal, recording, touring, and so on? That's a great question.
Only legal jobs. All illegal jobs.
Only illegal jobs.
all illegal jobs. All illegal jobs. All illegal.
In that
jobs.
case, we don't have jobs. So I work in marketing. I work in marketing for a healthcare company in the day.
I work in IT. Nothing exciting.
IT, okay.
I work in homelessness prevention.
Okay.
I
Louise?
teach music in schools.
Okay. Tom?
I work for the National Health Service.
No, you have to go back to the focus of microphone. Sorry. So, yeah, exactly. Sorry.
I'll do some production work as well, music production stuff.
Music production, okay, great.
But how do we balance it? Was the next question, wasn't it? How do we balance it? But it's like having it's like having two full-time jobs. So it is a lot of hard work, but we love what we do, so it's always worth it.
But how do you manage? You take vacations for touring, or how do you do that?
Yeah.
You just take vacations?
Vacations or unpaid leave.
Unpaid leave as well? Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we need to support these guys, right? We need
exactly.
Absolutely.
Come to the shows.
They deserve to quit the job and get rock stars.
But we support you. But I understood, but I don't know if it's right, that Claudia that is going to see you in Taranto. She lives there. She has said that is for free. Your show,
most probably. Yeah, I think we've got a few free shows.
We don't really know.
In this way, you had to work all life with your day job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We are still getting paid. We are still getting a fee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've got tomorrow's show at Hanover is free as well. So I think there's a few free ones on there.
Quite like a free
No, I think that. Yeah, I think that this is free for the attendance, not for you, obviously.
Yeah. We have to pay to get in.
You have to pay. You have to pay. You have to pay to play.
No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
You know, the free show is good because in a city that you've never played in before, people don't know who you are. Sometimes they don't want to come and spend lots of money coming to see you. It's a good way to get lots of people through the door who are curious but might not spend loads of money on a ticket. And you know, the most important thing for us is meeting new people and introducing them into our world, I suppose.
Okay,
I like that. That's good. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's a good point. Super good point. Yeah.
And to the next question of Claudia, which is more or less related to what Tom just said, how important is for you performing live?
Yeah.
What will you say to make the Italian audience come and catch you at shows?
Okay.
Well, it'll have to be in English. Whatever it is.
In Italian.
Yeah. Okay, hang on.
No. I suggest to you. Dai, esatto. Venite a vederci. Venite.
I have to remember all that.
It's difficult. It's super difficult.
We're working after the show, Fran.
Yeah. Dai, exactly. After 2-3 beers. Dai is Roman words.
That's it.
It means
come on.
All right, come on. Yeah. Well, the live shows for us. What's that?
Dai.
Exactly. No, without accent. Dai, così.
Dai.
More or less.
But the live shows for us are where it all makes sense and where it all happens. We get to perform, we get to kind of absorb the energy from the crowd, but also give it back. And they're always raucous. They're always a good time. And we promote we welcome all the freaks and geeks and weirdos, and it's like we want to have an inclusive family. It's what we're building. So people from any walks of life. I perform with my nail varnish. I put a bit of black lipstick on with glamour. And we sing about the end of the world. What's not to like?
No, but it's also for superstar bands like, I don't know, Pearl Jam or Rolling Stones or AC/DC, band very, very ancient, and they are on stage from 40 years. They have said in some interviews that with the vinyls, no one have a future with the selling of the vinyls, and they perform only on live, and so in this way, they, for example, you had Rolling Stones in tour for 18 years without a new album, and it's strange, but it's the life of the in which we live, because we use Spotify or other liquid music, and so you couldn't gain nothing about that. No, it's super difficult in that way.
Yeah,
and selling vinyls is difficult at the moment.
I think you've got to have both. You've got to have a good recorded product, and you've got to have a good live show, and they both feed each other, I think, to an extent.
Yeah, because I guess the live show. I was going to say the recorded product is almost a promotional tool to get people to come to your live show, but then also your live show, if they come to the merch stand and then they buy the vinyl, so it kind of cyclical, or elliptical.
Yeah, we had in the last season we had some interview with Italian bands, underground bands, and so they explained that not all of them have produced a vinyl because it's super difficult. It's super expensive, and they have said that to produce a vinyl in a lower production, they spend 10,000 euro, and more or less. Yeah, and they have to sell. They are not famous, and they have to sell vinyl at 30 euro to re-enter of the expenses, only of the expenses, not to gain money, but only to re-enter the money.
Yeah.
How expensive is to print a vinyl in the UK? I guess it's less than that because the market is more, the demand on the market is higher.
It's definitely, it's not as expensive as that, but with our first album, first run of the album, we did it through what's it called? We crowdfunded it with our fans, so our fans kind of
crowdfunded. Okay.
Yeah, they helped us raise the money. I can't think of how much it was now, but it was 10,000. It was much less than that.
Yeah, we're very lucky that we had generous fan base that they had faith in our music, that they would pump it in up front. Very fortunate.
Crowdfunding is great. It's a great way to get a record out.
we had to do also for us crowdfunding of the music Persuaders.
Exactly, we have to do crowdfunding as well. But we don't have the audience, the large audience.
We couldn't build a radio station with our crowdfunding.
No.
We could buy a seating. We could buy a seating.
One day we're gonna be famous, and then we will have our revenge. Okay. And we can say we were the first in Italy interviewing Erotic Secrets of Pompeii. Now they're worldwide famous, and we were the first.
That's it. You're part of the family now.
That's it. Yeah. We'll come back.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Basically, we are on the same boat,
we are in our biography on Instagram or on YouTube, more or less. We have explained that we are semi-serious.
It covers all bases, doesn't it?
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, so let's move on with the interview, because otherwise we're gonna kidnap you for the whole night. Okay. So the next question comes from Paolo.
Yeah, that have explained this because Paolo is the person that suggests to me your band. And yesterday, when we put the box, he say, "Where is my vinyl?" because I have the red version of your vinyl.
Oh,
yeah, and he has said to me that he asked 60 pounds for a copy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Because it's the shipping fees, isn't it?
No, it's the shipping. It's the shipping. Yeah. Because it's not more available in Bandcamp, and so there are some shops that have this and so for the shipping from UK due to Brexit, you have
exactly. Yeah. We've had to.
Don't blame us.
No, yeah.
Nothing to do with us.
Is Paolo going to come to one of the shows? Is he coming to the show with you, Francesco?
Paolo, is he coming to the show? I don't think so. No.
No. I'm in the show. Yeah, in 22.
Yeah, you can buy the album for him.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. We have made it. This is the deal that we have.
And if you want to bring your red one, we'll sign it for you because the red ones are rare now.
I had in my house that is in Treviso.
Right.
And now I'm Rome because I have a little problem with my mother. And so next time I come to Bristol, I visit you in Bristol.
Okay. Nice. But I have a good news. For you. I just bought a copy of your album on Bandcamp.
Thank you.
Right now, I can confirm the shipping costs are £15.
15 pounds. 5.
But I'm happy to do that because I'm always saying that artists needs to be supported by us, and for us, really, it's really important to support the artists.
It's the blue copy.
Thank you.
Blue copy, yeah.
We appreciate that very much.
You, Bruno.
Yeah.
Okay, because you deserve it, guys. You deserve it. The record is great, and I haven't got the time, honestly speaking, and I forgot to buy your record. But now I did it. So accept my apologies. That's the way I can apologize to you.
A question for you. I found in Rome during your concert. I found the blue version also there. And so I have the red one. I had to buy the blue one, and so you could sign that.
Do it.
Because this is limited to 100 copies, is right?
That's right. Yeah.
Only 100 copies. That's amazing. I got it. No, because I know that you're gonna break the world. I know it. So
for sure.
You gotta be famous. Okay.
We had to keep in mind that you have this interview in the canteen.
Exactly. Let's move on with the
samurai painting. Which is the relationship with Bristol and its music panorama? Massive Attack, Portishead, Idols, Monk, and Canatella. Do you know Monk and Canatella?
No.
You don't know. You had to hear.
Okay, Monk and Canatella.
Okay.
We will
Monk
do,
and Canatella. It's super.
Well,
you had to fund it.
Monk and Canatella. We're going to look at that. We're going to look at Isopo as well. We're making a list.
It's even like Isopo. Yeah, it's something like this. It's super music, super interesting. And so, which is the connection? But you have answer. You are not from Bristol.
Well, no, but Tom's got some good connections. Yeah, wait for it.
Well, so we've got. It's not a massive place, and so if you exist in that music scene, you tend to come into contact with people like Massive Attack and Portishead and Idols. And I ran a studio until a few years ago. That was the studio where Massive Attack recorded Blue Lines, and where Portishead recorded Dummy as well.
Great.
Basically, I moved into that building after they'd left, and it was just a shell of a recording studio, and I sort of brought in equipment and turned it into my own studio. And that was great. And then I had interactions with Massive Attack and with Portishead off the back of that. And then, as is the case with a lot of British cities at the moment, the gentrification, so the sort of the turning of these old buildings into new expensive homes, happened to this building. But I managed to pull out all of the studio stuff from the 1980s, and I've put it into my house. So I've got a whole floor of my house now that is like a smaller version of that studio, which is still got all of the wooden paneling that was used for Blue Lines and for Dummy. And kind of like to think that that there's something of those records in the walls. It's kind of a bit of an absurd thought. But it was a good time, and the studio is totally haunted as well.
All right.
Yeah, hugely haunted.
Yeah, do you not see them? They're there every time.
We normally say that with Dummy in 1994, a lot of children was born because
that kind of music. Yeah, it's got that kind of feel to it. Yeah. So we have connections, to those artists, because Bristol's not a massive place, and if you operate in that scene, you meet these people, and you're fortunate enough to have interactions with them, and it's great. And Jeff Barrow from Portishead, he drinks in the pub opposite my house, every week. Okay. He's just a crusty, grumpy guy, and he's lovely, but he's just a guy.
He's a regular guy that drinks beers in the pub, and
that's just a regular guy.
It's a music genius. He's a music genius, but dressed like a regular guy. Yeah,
that is the difference between the approach of music in Italy and the UK. It's completely different. That you could have the connection with this genius in an easily way. In Italy, they are in their villas of I don't know, fucking million of euro, but and they have never approached to new player of music. No, it's something strange. But it's completely different, the culture, the music culture between the two countries.
Interesting. I mean, there are definitely musicians in the UK who aren't approachable, and I don't know what's the word. Yeah, it can be cliquey.
I mean, Tom's friends with Dev from Idols as well, and you've kind of recorded stuff for his other band before. So yeah, and you see Idols walking around all the time. I saw him in the supermarket, Yeah, just walking about like young people, because that's the distance.
Now we apologize, but we have to ask to Thomas to.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
One for Tom.
You have a very directional microphone. I don't know which one.
Yeah.
It's Harry's laptop. We'll blame him.
Yeah, it's got.
Okay.
We see Idols walking around the shopping market in Bristol. It's bottom down the frozen aisle, getting their peas and whatever. Yorkshire puddings.
Okay. We are going with the second video.
Okay, sorry, the second video. Sorry. Let's go with the second video, which is the wheel, the spade, the stars in motion, right?
Fantastic.
Okay, we will see it and then we will chat about it. Okay? Great.
Made of swords, converged by the greed, kiss their dogged lovers, their historic killing keen. When daylight turns to dreaming, when moon outshines the sun, sleeping time is over, the carnival's begun. unsanitary sisters in volatile dress meet their deloused spouses with calculated breath. They fat themselves for maggots, slow death on a spoon. Behold 100 million moths heading for the moon. At last we fall in love, at last we fall in love, at last we're free to fall in love. At last we fall in love, 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 love. Disfigured by a bird, this reactionary raptor left her undeterred. Inspection made it clear, Harpoon held aloft, declaring that his love for her could melt the permafrost. The poets, they were scrambling for matches that were wet, dismantling their Ouija boards with rusty bayonets. When feeding time is over, when wrongs outnumber rights, you'll find yourself wanting at the carnival tonight. At last we fall in love, at last we fall in love, at last we're free to fall in love. At last we fall in love, 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 love. Hades, there I will go. Is that too far to Hades? That I don't know. Is that too far? Hades, there I will go. Is that too far to Hades? That I don't know. Is that too far? Dig deep in the hole, for I love to call your own. Dig deep in the hole. Dig deep, dig deep, dig deep in the hole, for I love to call your own. Dig deep in the hole. Moving from the thread, watch the spirit whirl and spool. I'll hold you like theater by the missionary school, where everyone is ugly, or dipsos dispossessed, where visionary fish share mind us that possess. At last we fall in love, at last we fall in love, at last we're free to fall in love. At last we fall in love, 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 love. Hades, there I will go. Is that too far to Hades? That I don't know. Is that too far? Hades, there I will go. Is that too far to Hades? That I don't know. Is that too far? Dig deep in the hole, for I love to call your own. Dig deep in the hole. Dig deep, dig deep, dig deep in the hole, for I love to call your own. Dig deep in the hole. Dig, 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 dig. Time is long, time is short, be my boy in my agent court. Time is short, time is long, be my bulge, my marathon. Time is good, time is bad, be my son, my Stalingrad. Be my Stalingrad.
Whose dad or uncle was the one in the video?
He's a good friend of ours. He's a professional actor called Philip Leach.
Yeah.
He's also one of the members of the Bristol creative scene. He's been in all kinds of TV, Royal Shakespeare Company productions, and we asked him to be a part of that because we needed a wise-looking fellow, and we believe we found him.
No, but
and
a lovely guy as well. It's a lovely guy.
Yeah, completely. It seems to me that I've seen a lot of times on TV on some video, but it's difficult because it's a local actor or it's a famous one.
It looks familiar. It looks familiar.
Yeah, it looks familiar. Exactly. Sorry.
Yeah. So he's been in things on television.
Okay.
But he's just a great friend, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on with the questions.
Yeah.
We have the one of Paolo, still Paolo and Marilena together. The same question.
The same question. Yeah, exactly. How a song is born, and it's a collaborative session, or each of you brings your own ideas. Like, because, for example, sorry, just to underline this, because, for example, we have read a lot of interviews by Fontaines DC that explain that for this is the first album in which they live in 5 different locations all over the world, and then come back with each of them with 10 songs and 10 ideas different, and then put on the basket and discover it.
It's a completely collaborative process. Songs will start off as a little seedling that someone will create, and then we will bring it in the form of a drum beat or a little synth line or a guitar line or some lyrics or whatever it is. We'll bring it to the rest of the band, probably in some sort of demo that Tom and I have sketched out in my studio, and then we'll pull it apart together and we'll put it back together again, with everyone just bringing their own thing to the party. And then it might take 6 months to finish it, or it might take 2 hours to finish it. It really varies depending on how non-compliant the song is.
Yeah, for sure. And you complain a lot. You complain a lot. You are in struggle during You were in struggle during this album, or was super fluid?
This one mainly fluid.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the songs from that album we've been playing for 2 years before actually recording them. A lot of them had also existed in different recorded versions. You know, we had loads of demo versions of different ones, and for about half of that album, it was a case of going back to those demos, pulling them apart a little bit, and trying to figure out what we want the finished version to be. And then the rest of the album was written specifically for that record. So it was if you were to look at the way that album was written, it's probably over the course of a couple of years. And then the production side of it and the recording side of it, that took probably 4 months. So I think it was a fairly long-term project, I think you'd say, that album. The next one will be shorter.
Okay.
But you have just a question by this side, and you have a lot of materials ready for a new album.
We've got half, without saying too much, we've got half an album worth ready.
Half an album.
That's what you're getting from me.
with the rest soon to be ready, but we've not got. There are no release plans yet, but watch this space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. The exciting. What we're working on is we've got some really exciting.
Yeah. It's super hard to work on an album. I think it's hard for me to make a presentation for my job. I think that made an album is super hard.
Yeah,
super heavy job, and 5 ads is difficult. 5 ads is difficult to be on the same floor, on the same stage. No, it's super difficult. But it's good.
Yeah.
If the result is this, it's super good. You have to go straight. Diet.
Okay, so let's go back to the questions. Paolo, how many questions have got, Paolo? I mean,
because it's the discover man in Italy of Esso.
Okay, last question, we swear, is last question of Paolo. If you have the possibility to choose, which artist would you like to play with on stage or whatever?
Can they be dead?
Yes.
Preferably. Alive or dead, but mine would be David Bowie. There you go.
David Bowie, okay.
David Bowie.
Dead or alive,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
I go for Joe Strummer.
Joe Strummer, okay.
Oh, St. Vincent from Jake.
Okay.
St. Vincent, yeah, okay.
I would love to play with Celine Dion.
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion.
She's my babe.
she's a Celine fiend.
Sorry, Tom.
Mine would be Tom Waits.
Tom Waits, okay. Great.
Tom Waits.
Great.
Super
Okay.
great Tom Waits. I would say because there is a little discussion. It's not little. It's a big discussion. I would say Bowie or Bowie. Bowie or Bowie.
How do you pronounce it?
I say Bowie.
Bowie.
Yeah, Bowie. I think Bowie.
Yeah.
She said Bowie. Oh.
Yeah, say Bowie.
Bowie, yeah.
The word is divided.
No, but
say
even,
also David Bowie.
yeah,
In an interview, I've said it's no matter about this. Bowie is not important.
Exactly. That's it. Yeah. Tell me what you like. Just don't call me late for my dinner. Yeah.
Anyway.
Nice.
Okay, let's move on with the next question because we're running out of time here. So it's the first question of Daisy. Mondo Maleficum is your first album. By the way, congratulations for the title, which is great. It's Latin music. Which is the price to pay to reach targets and needs? It's a tricky question.
I'm not sure I fully understand the question.
Which is the price to pay to reach targets and needs? I mean, of your record, of your commitment to music, I guess.
So is that
not a real price? Obviously, it's something.
What sacrifices do you make?
Yeah, exactly. Sacrifices.
Well,
Time.
Evenings, days, sleep,
nights.
Yeah.
You name it.
Social life and all that. Yeah. You sacrifice it all for the greater good.
And you do things like this with you guys where we've never met you before, and we're talking to two musical fanatics from a country we've never played in before, and you've discovered us and you like us, and those things make it worthwhile. Yeah.
Great.
It's the same, playing. Yeah.
Big up yourselves, music persuaders.
So you have fireworks.
Look at this.
Fireworks.
I like it.
I have no idea how my laptop does it. No idea. I just know that if I do this, it comes like thumbs up. And if I do...
all him.
Love it.
I have no idea. Believe me, no idea. Anyway, I'm too boomer for that. Sorry.
We completely erase we have declined our transmission on Twitch because we are a boomer.
Now Twitch is too complicated. How can you manage Twitch? Twitch is something we can't We can't understand.
Something that you have these fucking people that say we have made a ride for you. Which is a ride? There is no one over my house. Which ride?
Yeah, but also all the widget and the things that are showing up on Twitch is not understandable. Sometimes you see cats, animals, pets.
Oysters.
No idea.
Something.
Boomers, definitely bloody boomers. By the way, let's move on with the questions. The last one of Daisy, for you, which is the definition of post-punk today? It seems like this is indie and sounds good for all the music. Do you agree?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, the thing is thrown about quite a lot these days. It seems to be quite a broad way of describing a lot of popular bands at the moment. So I think that's what you should maybe try and say, and I do agree with that.
The original the original genre, the historic term means what came after punk. It was punk music and musicians pulling from different genres. People like the Beasts, who were kind of had that punk roots, but were pulling from pop and reggae and ska music, and who else? Like Gang of Four, Public Image Limited, but they were punk and they were doing weirder things with it, bringing in world music. Whereas now it seems to be used
colloquially, just as to describe music with guitars very often.
Guitars,
spoken word quite often as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that in the UK at the moment. Spoken word, vocals, and aggressive guitar music. A lot of it quite atonal, and that seems to be often labelled post-punk. It's not something that really fits us very well, I don't think, personally. Well, I mean, these terms are all transient and fluid, aren't they? They just like all words, they have new meanings.
Guys,
Thomas, you have to get back on focus. You have to get back on focus. Sorry.
This means that there is a certain years in which all the music is indie. What fucking is indie?
Yeah, guitar music.
Indie alternative.
That's it. Alternative's another one. Yeah. These things start off being quite specific genres, and then alternative rock as well, indie, post-punk, and then they just end up growing and growing until the umbrella is so big it doesn't really mean anything anymore. Agreed.
It's super strange because post-punk was born with we could say television, Joy Division,
Bauhaus,
Bauhaus, and then it is transformed in something that all the band that made the noisy music is post-punk. It's something strange.
Yeah, exactly. As Tom said, also spoken words and these kind of things with loud guitar, like Yard Act, for instance. Yard Act are classified as post-punk.
Definitely.
Okay. So the next questions, where are they? Okay, here. Piero, what are your favorite music listening habits at the moment?
Do you mean what are we listening to, or how do we listen to music?
Yeah.
No,
which music you listen normally?
Which music you listen to? Go around your Lime Garden and all that.
Yeah, let's make another.
We were talking about this. So we've been listening to a lot of music in the van. Traveling around. So start shouting out some of those bands, DJs.
Countryside music from England.
Yeah.
Ammo and the Sniffers.
Lime Garden.
Smiles new record.
The Soccer Mummy.
Soccer Mummy. Great.
I could say nothing about this. There is no. It doesn't. Only for Bruno. Fireworks.
Yeah, loads of stuff. Loads of new stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Super good.
The next question again.
The next question is like a provocation, because Piero is a super provocator of our community. And they say, do you like some of Italian music? If yes, this country this is the question that literally we translate. Is producing actually low level music. He wrote shit music, but
I like
but
some
you
Dean
don't.
Martin and Harry Como. Does that count?
Okay.
Yeah, all the composers. Morricone, yeah.
No, actually, it's full of trap music, and and there is a movement in Rome that is a super indie. It's called in this way, and it's a very good movement, but it's a soft music, and there are some super band. For example, it's super good. The band that is called I hate my village.
That's a good name. Good name.
Yeah, it's a super. Yeah, it's a super. It's a super band in which is formed by four.
Super group.
Yeah, super group. Yeah.
We'll try to save that. We'll listen to that in the van. Yeah, I hate my village.
Yeah, I hate my village.
I hate my village. Yeah, they're kind of weird because they have sounds
it's
from
super weird.
all over, but it's nice. It's nice.
Fantastic.
It's super weird because there is the singer of a super group in Italy that is called Verdena, that made a very good music from a lot of years, and the singer is this, and there are other guys.
So musicians from other groups that have teamed up for this project, a sort of side project, but it's nice. It's really
it's super nice.
Try to have a listen to it. Do you remember the name?
The last question is not a question, but I like a lot because it's something that I love them, but I hate them, and you already know. No, but it's a super because you already know that at the time that they didn't excite me, but I listened to them over and over again in the last few months, even the 2022 EP, to try to understand them better. They are dreamlike, crazy, creative, undoubtedly whimsical, and out of the chorus. I love their color games. I don't love them, but they fascinated me. I really like Venus Ascending without doubt. Without a doubt. It's a super comment.
Yeah, I like Barbara's honesty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Masochist.
Yeah. It's not question, but because she have made two questions that we made before, but it's a super comment.
Well, no, great. Yeah, thank you, Barbara, for listening over and over again and kind of giving us more of a chance to, great.
We normally say with Bruno, we normally say that after 3 listening of the entire album, we had to buy it.
Right.
Yeah. So basically, when we tune something on Spotify and we listen to it once, okay, 2, very good, 3 times, I buy the vinyl.
Nice, I like it.
And you reached the 3 ages ago because in the last season, but I didn't buy the vinyl at that time, so I did it today. So you will apologize.
Nice. How many times have you listened to it, Bruno, in total?
Sorry?
How many times have you listened to it?
3 only coming to Zurich because now I'm based in Zurich. Coming from Italy to Zurich 3 times, but it was not the first time.
I was going to say
the 3 times.
You have to buy 2 albums. Every time you listen to 3 times, you have to buy a new album.
Okay, I need the red one, or if you do a splatter version or a swirl version, I will buy that.
It's better that I don't say how many times I have listened to it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I had to vote, I don't know, 100 vinyls
or
You have to
something like
remortgage
this.
your house, yeah.
No, but what was great, if I can say something seriously now, what was great, it was that every time I was starting again to listen to your record, I discovered a new nuance, a new layer of sound, which was amazing. And I said, oh, but was that in the previous time I was listening to it? So every time it was something new.
That's great. Well, that's
There
this
was
guy.
something,
He produced it.
it was
So-
really something magical in it, which is not
Good.
common, because normally, you know, records are more or less understandable after 2 times you play it. But every time something new comes out, an echo, maybe a delay of the guitar, or maybe just the way of singing. I don't know. Every time it was new. So it was
Great.
really amazing. So I'm speaking frankly.
Yeah, no,
So
I mean,
now,
it's great when you're putting something like that together and you think, do I really need to go into this level of detail? No one's going to notice. And then sometimes they do, and that's really nice. And you know, oftentimes it's things. I'm just placing things that these guys have done in the studio that sometimes they would just sort of like throw away little ideas, and then I find a little home for it in a track somewhere or something, and before you know it, you've got 600 tracks of percussion lined up in
cubist, cubism. Exactly. Okay, so let's listen to the cubist percussion of the next single, which is the latest single that you have out, which is the last video that we have for you tonight. It's the last single, right?
Yeah, the latest single, yeah. Yeah,
take
it away, boys.
Okay, let's listen to it and then we go back for the final rush.
Through a liminal space I slip, lit the squib to let the white light in. In the season of despair, we'll dress as wolves and hit the county fair. 1 minute in the boiler room, locked in the excessive machine. There's not enough space to hide. In space no one hears you scream. And when they catcheth me, there will be bloody murder. They'll point and prod and say, he almost got away. The head that thought the deed, the eye that saw the deed, the tongue that spoke the deed, the heart that drove the deed. And this is the hand that did the deed, the hand that did the deed, the hand that did the deed. It was the hand that did the deed. Mercury like milk. I love to be a stark frontier, depending on how you've been reared. 1 minute in the boiler room, locked in the excessive machine. I am now valueless, toxic to my community. Is this an orgasm? Is this an assassination? Is this true love or general due diligence? Keep your thoughts to yourself. Polish up another miniature. We'll dress as wolves and hit the county fair. On all fours, we'll ambush the villagers. And that did the deed. And that did the deed. And that did the deed. Wow, the hand that did the deed. And that did the deed. The hand that did the deed. The hand that did the deed. It was the hand that did the deed.
I just realized it was gloves.
Rubber gloves, yeah.
Rubber gloves.
Rubber gloves.
Amazing.
But for sure, for me, this video is an orgasm and not an assassination. Great video. Thanks for it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Production is always by Tom. Always by Tom. Also the video. No.
I edited the video, but we have Saul, our main videographer, who is the guy who shot it. Yeah.
Okay.
Great. How fun it is to make a video like that? I mean, how do you do it? I mean,
so this is, you go to the pub. Yeah.
Exactly.
Come up with the idea. We booked Saul in, and we had 2 weeks to come up with an idea. We sat in the pub, Tom, Jake, and myself. We threw some ideas out, and we came up with rubber glove suits. What do we need to do? We need to order a massive amount of rubber gloves. Then we need to stitch them, and colourful suits, stitch them to the suits, and all of that kind of thing. So we managed, the first week we managed to order it all in. The second week we spent about roughly 17 plus hours, and a lot of that was Tom doing that, of pinning the suits, stapling them to the suits, creating these suits. And then I think we had them finished by the night before the video shoot. So it was a very small timeline of getting that done. And then on the day, they were boiling. We wanted to wear them on stage, but they're too heavy and they're too hot. So we thought we'll just, do it for the music video. It was very, very fun. And Harry was there on the day as well, helping out behind the scenes. We love making the music videos. It is part of, I know there are a lot of bands that don't enjoy that part, but it is an integral part for us. We always have fun in doing what we do.
Oh, great. We perceive that from our end.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. Okay, guys, so let's move to the next part of the show, which is the show that we have normally, the part that we have normally, where we ask to our artists, to the artists that we invite to the show, to tell us what are their favorite records at the moment.
No, I would like only just a moment, Bruno. Normally, because we had the radio in 85 minutes. Normally the interview is 30 minutes. We are at 1 hour and 20.
I told you don't know, but you are kidnapped. So
digitally kidnapped.
No. We have decided that to go not on rush, and we divide the registration into parts, and we send.
Oh, great!
We split the interview into shows.
We split.
Fantastic.
So 2 shows instead of 1.
Yeah, great promotion. Yeah.
Exactly. So this part of the show, normally we ask the bands to tell us their favorites records, and it's called Momosegno, which is Italian dialect for I'll make a note of it now. So if you tell me this record, okay, I'll make a note. Okay.
Cool.
We don't want you to learn how to spell Momosegno, but anyway, so we're put together.
It's like Dai.
It's like that.
It's the same dialect.
Exactly. So let's start with Sean, whose favorite album is Sprint's Letter to Self. Please explain us why.
Just a figure. It's the first album of the year. It was sent out the 1st of January of 2020.
Yes, I knew it was around. Yeah, I knew it was in January. Yeah, it was the first one that came to mind. Really, I just loved the energy of it, and the could just feel like the raw emotion of I can't remember the singer's name, but and I've heard really good things about the live show, so I'm going to see them in November. So really looking forward to that.
Right.
And I got it on vinyl for myself. So sprints.
They're Irish, aren't they?
Yes.
They're Dubliner, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you, Sean. Let's move to the next one, which is Tom. This is your Momo Segno. Bill Ryder Jones. Yeki Da, which is Welsh. Is that correct? Okay.
That's right.
What
Yeah,
does it mean?
it means good health in Welsh. Yakida.
Okay.
He is. I think he's from Liverpool. So no, I don't know what business he's got using a Welsh phrase for an album title. It seems like cultural appropriation to me. But it's a very very good album, and I went to see him a few months ago on a boat in Bristol, which is one of the big Bristol music venues called Feckburn. It was a phenomenal show, and the album is just there's a lot going on it, but it also sounds very simple. I think like at the heart of the songs, there are all some very good ideas. And the production's brilliant, and I love the string sections, and it's just a very interesting take on the normal singer-songwriter format, I think, and I love it. And he used to be. Do you know the band The Coral? He used to be in The Coral, which is a band I never got into massively, but intend to go back and revisit now that I've got into Bill Ryder Jones.
Great.
We'll sign.
Thank you so much. Okay. Next one, Louise, Caroline Polacek, Desire, I Want You to Turn Into You.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Approach the cam.
Come closer. Come closer.
Really, oh, thanks. Wow.
Wow.
I just grew up listening to a lot of, really, really strong female singers, and she's got a really stunning voice, and her songs, it's just very like every song on there is really catchy, and her performances are great. I went and saw her earlier this year. She's got amazing songwriting and hooks that I really appreciate.
Yeah,
great.
It's a super album. It's a stunning voice. It's the right.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we
Thank
know
you
it.
so much,
After 2-3 months, it becomes a little boring. This is my. But it's, at the beginning it was very 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 stunning because the voice of Caroline Polacek is absolutely super nice.
But you have to know one thing. Fra gets bored quite quickly with slow melancholic music. That makes him sad immediately. So he's a noisy guy.
Yeah, completely.
In Fountain DC, in this new band which is called
Erotic Secrets of Pompeii.
Erotic Secrets of. Do you know them? You're
never heard of them.
Okay. Thank you.
For example, 2 weeks ago, I've seen Egyptian Blue in a live. That is Coventry. I think it's a Coventry. No, I don't know. It's a Coventry band or something like this. It was super nice because there is this location in Milan that is called Arcibellezza. That is very little, but it's super good. We have seen also Fat Dog.
Oh yeah.
Very heavy, super post-punk. Punk more than post-punk.
Synthy and dancey as well. Yeah, really interesting.
They use techno music. It's super nice. Okay.
Next one, Jake.
So I wanted to choose an album from this year specifically, and it's just one that I think I first heard it on a American jazz radio show, and not knowing what it was, and it was just caught my ear, and it was actually probably the piano that I first kind of noticed. But yeah, Charles McPherson's like a like, for anyone who doesn't know, very much like carrying on the bop tradition, and it's a super group of sorts. You've got Billy Drummond on drums. The drums are also fantastic. I think it's Jeb Patton on the on the piano, which was the aforementioned thing which drew me to this record. But yeah, it's very much yeah, really nice stuff. I'd highly recommend.
Yeah,
great. I'll make a note. Thank you. Okay, now Thomas.
Yeah, so we're asked to pick an album for the past couple of years, and so I went for Idols. I mean, you don't really have to say much about it. They're taking over the world, and they are, especially with this album, changing their sound. They're kind of shape. You can see them mutating, shape shifting. Like I said, there's not really much to say about it apart from it is a great album.
Okay,
yeah.
Is it because of the production? Yeah,
but it's the best album of Idols or not? Not.
Personally, not for me, but I thought we were picking one for the past couple of years, so I thought pick this one. My favourite is Joy, as an act of rebellion, I'll be honest. Yeah. Resistance, sorry. Edit that.
It's noisy.
It's noisy, yeah. It's more noisy, yeah. This is a bit more to it, yeah.
This is super romantic. Tanked is super romantic. It's It's a romantic album.
Okay, is it because it's produced by Johnny Greenwood? What do you think?
Produced it, I think, didn't he?
Yeah.
Sorry?
It's Nigel Godrich produced it, who's the...
Nigel Godrich, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nigel Godrich, yeah, sorry.
Bruno, you lose points. How can you call yourself a music persuader?
I get confused with this Radiohead.
Boo.
The Radiohead guy makes me sick sometimes, sorry.
Next time, next episode, next season, I'm alone without Bruno after this fault.
He's fired.
I know our audience will kill me for this mistake. They're gonna kill me for this mistake.
Absolutely.
That's outrageous, Bruno. How you did it? Yeah, they're gonna kick my ass.
Don't follow anymore.
Exactly. Unfollow. Anyway, okay. So now we move to the next level, which is the level in the past, which is the classical Momo Senior, which is I'll take notes of classical albums, and surprisingly,
because we had to explain this because normally we speak about only, and this Momo Senior is only about new music, but we have we are here because there is classic music, classic rock, and punk rock or other genre, and so we had to speak about classic music and to make a homage to them.
Yeah, exactly. So we're looking to the past, and we said that the limit is 1991. So everything that is before 1991 is classical. So it's our way of understanding.
Because we are old people.
Exactly. Because we are boomer. Since we are boomer, everything which is 1991. Okay. But surprisingly, all of you have chosen records of 1991.
Yeah, I think we got the we got confused. So
no. It was a misunderstanding. It was a misunderstanding.
But it's fine.
I don't explain in the right way. It's problem.
No, but and also to be honest, Frederick, when we were messaging, like you said last night, it was quite late, and we had a few shandies, a few wines.
No, but 1991 is fine. It's fine, exactly. So you're still respecting the rules, our idiot rules. Okay. To be
you have to think that we normally speak about 1991, and we would like to make an episode only about that year because there was I don't know, Pearl Jam,
1991
Metallica, R.E.M.
Is the apex of the
Nirvana, Primal Scream. I don't know, Massive Attack. And again.
Let's discover together what these guys have selected, right? Okay, let's start again with Sean.
Yeah,
Tribe Quest, Law and Theory. Great.
Yeah, like you said, 1991. Looking through the list, there was a lot I could choose from. Really, it was a tough decision, but yeah, I thought I'd go for A Tribe Called Quest. Yeah, just an iconic hip hop album. I'm a self-confessed hip hop head, particularly that early '90s stuff, and it's just an interesting album. Like the sound is kind of marking a bit of transition from like the old school '80s sound into the more early '90s stuff, and just great sounding drums on there, great sounding like almost like double bass kind of sound on there. It's, yeah, I love it.
Great. Thank you, Sean. Thanks. I love that too. Honestly speaking. Okay, let's move to Tom. That's home play. That's home play. You play home here, right?
Yeah, so I picked Blue Lines by Massive Attack. I remember my parents had this and played it quite a lot in the mid-90s. So that is one element, one reason why I picked it. The other reason is that I then sort of, by accident, came intertwined with the history of that album when I ran my studio. And that sort of adds a sort of very personal element to it, and also it's just an exciting sound as an album, and it marks a really exciting period in Bristol. I'd imagine it must have been an amazing time to have been living there and hearing this stuff for the first time. I think it feels like it was the culmination or the start of a really exciting scene in the trip hop scene, and I think. Also on a production and musical level, there's a lot going on in there that I really like, and there's a lot of interesting textures, amazing performances. It's just a great album. I love it.
Yeah, I don't add any word to it because it's one of my favorite ever. So
absolutely,
the last
it's
line
one of the best album.
This album are great. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Tom. Let's move to Louise.
Oh, back to me.
Here we go.
There is Mariah Carey because Celine Dion have no album in 1991.
How did you know? It's just a beautiful album, and also just not getting bored of her voice. Like, I know you're saying that you find those kind of songs boring for her, but can't get bored of her voice. Or if you are, you're not listening. Yeah,
I listen always on Christmas, Mariah Carey.
I think you need to expand from that. She's better than that.
I'm joking. I'm kidding.
Okay. Thank you, Louise. Now is Jake.
This is a great album.
That's a great album. Great record.
Again, it's very difficult to pick something from this year. I just feel like maybe this is a bit of a cult album in some ways. And they only did 2 albums. I think they had to stop sort of due to kind of mental health issues and so on. But amazingly, I got to see them play in a festival in England when they reformed a few years ago, which was absolutely amazing. Yeah, just brilliant, like in a tent kind of thing. Fantastic. But yeah, I think it's got that cult status probably because it's had a huge influence on lots of other artists. It's just amazing, really.
It's super underestimated.
Yeah, it's an underrated record. It's an underrated.
Underrated.
Yeah, and I think even people like PJ Harvey have talked about its influence on her, and you can kind of, if you listen to a lot of music in that realm, you can hear those those sounds coming through. And I think just all the interesting kind of rhythmic changes and the way the kind of meter flows, the quiet, loud kind of stuff, and there's a sort of angsty thing going on, maybe, you know, with the in the lyrics, and, you know, anxiety and all sorts of deep themes. Yeah. So you guys are fans of this?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I got the vinyl of that.
Oh, very good.
I've learned to hear this album from Bruno, for sure.
Very good. Very good.
He's my mentor. He's my mentor before of 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
before I get confused, Johnny Greenwood and yeah, I know. I will really take the cross of these all over my life. Anyway, let's move to Thomas. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
Yeah, so this is quite a formative album for me. I remember first hearing it on a CD player, and it was back when I was learning guitar, learning to write songs. I remember printing out the guitar tabs from the internet, learning the parts, working out the it wasn't just verse. All the verses were the same. There were variations in the guitar parts, and it's got classic songs. Obviously, Under the Bridge, Give It Away. They are like rock classics now. No, that's not now. It's quite one of the best. Go on.
It's one of the best funky. It's one of the best funky album of the story.
There's some really good stuff, and it shows you that, because they started working with Rick Rubin on this album, and he's kind of reined them in certain areas, but also kind of boosted them in others from their previous works. I think they had about 4 or 5 albums before this, and he, polished them up. I'm not sure how I feel about the production on this, because I remember it just being very quiet compared to a lot of other things at the time. But the songwriting on it is great. Yeah,
it's my favorite album from 1991.
Oh, nice.
My favorite.
No, it's a milestone. Really, it's a milestone.
It is. Yeah.
We all been crazy and singing like "Give it away, give it away, give it away" now.
I was doing my impressions of it last night. Yeah.
And just a question about this regarding the shows. You made some cover during the shows or not?
No. We do just purely original songs at the moment.
Okay.
We're open to do covers in the future, maybe, but at the minute we're just working on kind of our world. And
no, it's better. It's better to play your song. It's original one. It's is the best choice.
How many songs do you have in your live set at the moment?
We have, I think it's 12.
Okay. Is something over an hour show? Or?
Yeah, it's about 50 minutes, 55 minutes.
Okay. Great.
But you say something, or you don't say nothing during the show?
Do I say something? Oh, I speak. Yeah. I speak. Yeah. Get the crowd going. Come on.
Okay. No, because you know that David Byrne has really studied how to behave with the audience, and they decided to don't speak to the audience at all at once in their lifetime. So they really decided to don't speak to the audience. And I remember I was on a show of the Massive Attack 3 years ago, and they didn't say any word. So they just came out, play on stage, and leave. And I said something like, "Hi Italia, Forza Napoli," I don't know, something like that normally, you can say to the audience, but they didn't say any words. And it was a little bit, I wouldn't say offending, but, I was not amazed about that, because it's nice when you try to get a connection with the audience, try to say something, even ciao, I don't know.
No,
but you know,
even if we don't know, we know very well that all these phrases are just to introduce yourself. No, just you don't know nothing about, but it's normal about I don't know Bologna or Milan or Rome. Is normal. It's in this way, but it's super to have to know your voices out of of a song, you know.
Yeah. No, we talk. So you'll be getting plenty of that.
Okay. No, we talk.
Maybe a little Italian. I'll squeeze.
We talk. In the no, you have to say in this way. In the reality, this is not a concert. We talk. We talk all the hours.
It's a talk show.
It's a talk show. Yeah. It's a talk show. We if someone we could explain some problem, we are here for psychological.
It's a therapy show.
Yeah, therapy show. Exactly.
Tell us your problem, and we'll fix it with music and spoken word.
No, but we love a lot. We love for a lot, and then we leave it. We release you, and we love a lot. For example, the album of Loro. That is a super album. You know it, and Unnatural History.
LYR.
LYR.
Oh, no.
It's a super album. It's called. It's with a butterfly in the cover, and it's called An Unnatural History. It's a spoken word, completely spoken.
Great. We're saving it to phone now. We're getting it on the playlist.
You have to listen to it 3 times because
then buy it.
Exactly. Guys, it was really great to speak to you. Really, thank you so much for being here. Almost 2 hours kidnapped by 2 old boomers.
It's our pleasure.
Yes.
For me,
it was.
Sorry for our English. That is
it's good.
Sorry for our Italian.
We wish you really all the best and all the success that you deserve, because you are really original. You're really original.
Thank you very much.
Nothing sounds like that. So you cannot compare to similar artists. There's no similar artist. This guy in the press was right. There's no similar artist. So really, you deserve a lot of success. So we wish you all the best, really, from the deep of our heart. And,
thank you very much. Cheers.
Thank you, guys.
We'll see you soon. Francesco, we'll see you at the Rome gig.
Yeah, we saw on Tuesday. I think it's 22. Tuesday. Yeah. It's Tuesday. Tuesday. Yes.
22.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Right.
We'll see. With I had to borrow some copy, some two.
Yeah, exactly. And Bruno, are you coming?
No, I'm not coming. Unfortunately, I will be in Switzerland again.
Next time, my friend.
Next time, I bring you the copy I bought today to sign it. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll sign it. We'll sign it before we send it to you.
Oh, great!
Yeah. Get it pre-signed. Personalized message.
I have a lot of them. Don't ask me how it happened. Okay. Guys, it was really great. I would stay the whole night talking to you, but we have to release you and let's get in touch. Let's stay
in touch. Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.
Thank you so
Speak
much.
soon.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Ciao.
Aspetta che fermo.